Andy Stevenson for SevereMMA, and I'm here in SPG Ireland with Andy Ryan. You've just finished up a session with your protege Paul Redmond there.
Him, waster. He's finished washed up fighter. No, he's far from me protege. I'm only joking. Yeah, we had a great session there with Redzo. Yeah, showing his leg locks, his unstoppable moves. I didn't show any of mine because I haven't got any.
So we're here at the Unstoppable seminar, of course, for Ian Coughlan. Was it important for you to be here today?
Yeah, huge. I've our own team day on today. We have a kids competition in my gym, but when John rang me about this, we were having a chat. What could we do? And we come up with this. I said, "Yeah, I'll be here." Myself and Reds are. You had to be here for it. It's a great cause, and it's great. Isn't it great to see the MMA community and jiu-jitsu community coming together and supporting one of our own? It's really, really good.
Ian, obviously, involved in a tragic accident and became paralysed as a result. And look, he's trying to raise some money to get back walking again. Yeah. You're obviously very familiar with Ian, having him trained in Team Rhino. What was he like as a student?
Yeah, he was a great guy. He was a martial artist. Like, he came from a judo background. I awarded him his jiu-jitsu black belt because he was really, really good. Great work ethic. Spent all day in the gym. And that's why I think he's fighting so good in this. He's looking at this as a fight. He's a martial artist and he's taking this as a challenge. He's not sitting back and crying about it. And when I was first talking to him in the hospital at the start of this, his wife was holding the phone to him and he couldn't move his hands or anything. Then a couple of months later, he's moving his arms and stuff. So I think he is fighting it really well, and I think he's going to do better than we all expect. And I'm hoping for that.
100%. I think the entire Irish MMA community is behind Ian, and we're hoping he can get that the treatment in Germany and walking again. Does something like this really bring out the best in the Irish MMA community? We've got people from all different gyms here.
Yeah, it does, and that's what people say. Like, even Messon say about me being over here. Myself and John are best of friends over 20 years. We're rivals in the gyms, but in martial arts we're the same. Especially jiu-jitsu and amateur MMA. It's this thing does my head in about one gym stands there and one. It's sports. We go in and compete. You beat us, we beat you. No big deal. So it's great when everyone comes together, and this shows. You know what I mean? It's not just about the Saturday night in the Tree Arena or the big UFC fight. It's about the whole community, about guys in the mat here that would never want to fight probably, but they're part of a team, a part of a bigger family, and I think it's brilliant.
And you're a good student, Paul Redmond, and now fellow coach, recently retired. How do you reflect on his career?
As I was saying there a few minutes ago, I think he had a great career, but I do think he was hard done by. I never really said it, and I look, as I was only saying, as me as a coach, I did make the mistake of taking that UFC fight. I should have stayed in Cage Warriors and looked for that title fight. He was 7-1 in Cage Warriors. He was going through people, and then to UFC come and ask you, it's huge. What do you do? I'm a new coach in it, and I've won in, and UFC, we jumped at it. Instead of saying, no, time isn't right, let's hold off a little bit. Plus 66 was never his way, 2 fights to 66 wasn't great. I think he showed at 70 what he could do, and I think his last fight in Bellator really showed that the flame was gone, the heart, that drive was gone in him. His fight with Charlie Lee was brilliant. Redza had a busted shoulder and had the flu that week. Still got in and won. Still had that drive and determination. And I think things would start getting hard then, and he wasn't getting the respect I think he deserved. He's done everything, and he's like, he fought KSW 1 week, and 2 weeks later he was on Bellator, and I don't ever think he was given the rewards that he deserved. Now, the community and the people did, like you always did, and we always got great support from Severe, and the general public always gave us great support, but I felt that sometimes us, the Team Ryan lads, we're a little bit hard done by. I never really say it, I mentioned it, and I said, I'm going to start bleeding saying it now, We do take things the hard way, and I think he was hard done by. I think he could have gone up and challenged him for a belt and a title. Look at the people he's beaten, I think he could have easily. And that does annoy me a little bit, and that's what I think killed him in the end. That's what I think burned him out in the end, That was...
You've got another, you've lots of younger fighters that you're kind of guiding now these days. The IMMAFs next month.
Yeah.
You're bringing a big team out to that, are you?
Yeah, we've a big team. We've some good coaches going as well. I think John's going to come this time with us. The IMMAFs is the way to go now. The IMMAFs, the amateurs winning the IMMAF gold, silver and bronze medals will beat most pros in Europe. The level is unhuman. Like, the top amateurs are getting paid, they're like superstars, some of them. And that's what we're falling behind a little bit. We've got to become that more professional outfit. We're going over here as a team. With the COVID, it has us all over the place, but we were pushing squad sessions and training sessions and wrestling and sparring, and then before COVID, we were going to bring King Cowley in to do with the strike and Regiment to do with the wrestling and stuff. So I think we got to get a little bit more serious. Like the countries are. We've a good team going, but they have their hands full. The level has shot through the roof. Severe should go over to one of these and have a look at it. It's not what it was 5 years ago. It's totally different. You're going over there. There's no bullshit. You're in a hotel, hundreds of fighters. You're on the mat warming up with each other. There's no music. You're walking in. You're getting in there. You're fighting. You're back cutting weight. You're weighing in the next morning doing a medical. You're up at 6 in the morning. You're back in again if you win again. It's a long week. It's a tough week, and the level of amateur athlete is off the charts over there. You know, you guys need to get out and have a look at that and see what it's about. It's unbelievable.
100%. Annie Ryan, appreciate the time.
No problem.
Merry Christmas.
Great speaking to you. Same to you.